Hi folks, and welcome back to my channel where I'm sharing some of the ideas, concepts and techniques which I am implementing and adding to my game. Now here you can see Shahid Zaman Khan explaining and feeding balls to Callum, and Callum's hand, as you notice, is fairly high. So this is what Shahid calls the tricep, raise the tricep concept. Now, raising the tricep, when I started doing this, it adds power, and we all see players, they have their racket in the air, get your racket in the air. Well, that's kind of always what we've been taught by our coaches. Raise the racket in the air, get your racket ready, prepare for the forehand. Similar with the backhand, get your racket prepared and ready for the backhand. But this idea of the tricep raising is very interesting, because it definitely does generate power. Because the racket has to travel, I think the racket has to travel a longer distance, and you're accelerating through a longer distance. That's probably what gives it the power. Here Shahid is feeding quite effortlessly. Actually, he's got a great enthusiastic kind of manner on the court. I'll play this for a little bit just to let you hear him. He kind of half screams and shouts at you when he's doing the feeding, so his enthusiasm really rubs onto you. This is Zahid on the other court with Armin, and just at this point, what I was talking to Fawad. Fawad was doing the filming, so Fawad explained this tricep concept to me, and I kind of was explained this, I think the day before, on how to use the tricep for power. So raising the tricep is literally raising your elbow, and I'm asking Fawad how high I should really raise that, and he gave me the idea of imagining a balloon under your armpit.
Not too much, but like not this high. No, down. Just like normal here. Up. Not like here. Not like in there, but like but not down there. Not down there. Not down here.
So this is raising the tricep.
So like imagine if there's like a balloon stuck here.
So imagining like there's a balloon stuck under your armpit, and that really stuck with me. This idea of the balloon under your armpit really stuck with me. You can see Zahid kind of doing this here on this, I think it's a volley, so he needs to raise that anyway. The idea of the release, so Shahid and Zahid kept saying this word release, and that's the release of the racket towards the angle to where you want the ball to move towards. But that's another concept for another day, and again, more practice. But the clear takeaway from this video, I think that I am going to deploy in my games, is the idea of a balloon stuck under my armpit when I want to generate some power. In other words, raising my tricep, which is forcing me to raise my racket high up in the air, give me a greater distance of travel before my racket hits that ball. And of course, the timing of all that is really important as well. Hope this helps you. Give it a try and see how it goes, and make some sense of it. Definitely is making sense to me, and I will be using this in my games. Thanks for watching, folks. If you haven't, subscribe, like, share it with any of your squash fellows, and follow for more. Bye.